Hi, this is Rachel with Beadaholique, and in this video I want to show you how to finish the ends of a beaded crochet rope with wire loops so you can attach a clasp. I have a few examples here. This is a bracelet I did. It's a crochet with pearls, and I finished the rope with some tiara cast cord ends and wire loops so I could attach a lobster clasp. In this necklace I did a beaded crochet focal, and I finished the ends of the rope with some bead caps, and I was able to attach a few lengths of chain to the ends. So there are lots of ways you can use this technique. So this is the necklace that I have in progress here. I already did half, as you can see, and I basically ended the rope with some Vintaj bead caps and wire loops, and I attached half of my clasp already, so you'll see how it will look. So here's what you'll need to do this technique. You'll need some flush cutters, you'll need some round nose and flat nose pliers, you'll need a big eye needle, and this is one of those really cool long needles where you open it up and it's just one big eye. You'll need some thread snips, you'll need some eye pins, and you'll need some bead caps or cord ends that you like, that matches your design. And you'll need a clasp. I have a couple sets of Vintaj hook and eye clasps here. And you'll need some jump rings. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is take your big eye needle, and let's say you just finished your crochet and you just cut it off of your spool, so you have some thread ends here. So you'll take your big eye needle and string it onto one of your thread tails. And you're going to take an eye pin and string it onto the needle. And just slide it down to the end of your beadwork. So this eye pin is just going to sit right in the end of your rope. It's just going to nestle in there in that last row of beads that you crocheted. And now I'm just going to sew into my rope to secure that eye pin in place. And I'm just poking the needle right through the crochet rope. And as you can see, that thread will just disappear into your rope. So now this eye pin is attached. It's just sticking right out of the end of your rope. And I'm going to make a few more passes back and forth just to make sure it's secure. And I'm actually going to sew back up out the top of my beadwork here, and I'm going to make another pass through the eye of this eye pin here, just to secure it even more. Because this will be the end of your rope that holds your clasp in place, so you want to make sure it's really nice and reinforced. And I'm going to keep sewing just back and forth through my crochet rope. And I'm actually going to make a third pass through the eye of the eye pin. Why not? And at this point you just want to keep sewing down through your rope, weaving in this thread tail. And when you feel like your thread tail is woven in enough, just take your thread snips or scissors and cut off that extra thread. So now you have your eye pin sticking out of the end of your crocheted rope, and you're going to take your bead cap or your cord end and string it onto the eye pin and slide it down so it cups the end of your beadwork. And the next thing you're going to do is make a simple wire loop. So take your pliers, make a little bend in the wire, and take your round nose and just make a loop. And cut off the excess with flush cutters. I'm just going to close that loop up And now the end of your rope has this wire loop on it, so you can do anything you want with this. You can dangle something from this loop if it's going to be the focal of your necklace, or as I'm going to do, you can add a clasp. So I'm going to take a jump ring, and I already attached the eye closure of this hook and eye set, so I'm going to slide on the loop of my hook and just put that on the wire loop I just created, and close up that jump ring. And there you have it. Now my clasp is attached. And that is how to finish the ends of a crochet rope with wire loops, so you can attach a clasp or a focal or anything else you want to do for your design. You can find all of these supplies at Beadaholique.com. Thanks for watching!